Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back into another video. Today's video is going to be about the latest patch that was actually showcased today on the Paladins game channel, the Pyre patch, or as they actually call it, the Eternal Pyre patch. That was the name that I was missing. Now, before I go into the skins and how the voice lines look, I want to make this video really quick, but I want to show you guys what really is going to change on the balancing. Alright, some of you are probably not aware how this is going to work. I'm just going to close here Discord and we're going to go straight into the first change, which is Strix. Strix's change is pretty simple. He can shoot and then after 1 second he can shoot again. The change was a nerf and now he takes longer to shoot between these, separated shots, and it's going to take 1.25 seconds now instead of 1 second, which was the initial. For those who think that that's not enough, it is, because the longer time you have between shots, the less damage you do per second. So there you go. He does 1,200 per shot, but he can shoot every 1 second between shots. That's the time that it's locked for him to shoot. But now with the latest nerf, he's going to be taking 1.25 and not 1 second. As for Vivian, she also received a couple of nerfs actually. First one was for her normal damage. Instead of 170 damage, she does now less. She does 160 damage instead. And also, 2 cards have been changed for her, and the one that got changed was Nowhere to Hide and Unfair Advantage. Now, as you guys can see, these cards, both of them, are increasing 1 second per point. What changed pretty much is that Unfair Advantage now at max will only allow you to get extra 4 seconds on the shield, and the Nowhere to Hide can get you 3.5 seconds extra after a person has left the drone's range or the drone has been destroyed or anything of the sort, instead of actually 5 seconds, which is pretty good because, believe it or not, extra duration after a drone is not even there anymore, it is pretty broken. It is actually one of the most broken things on this game. I am so glad this has been nerfed. Hopefully it's even going to be nerfed more in the future. We'll see. Now on to Khan. Khan actually here has received a couple of buffs. One of them was to his weapon and the other one was to his battle shout. What changed was pretty much simple as this. His damage now is 190 instead of 180, and his battle shout now heals for 1,100 instead of 1,000. So there you go. That's as simple as that. He also received the skin, so a lot of more people are going to be playing Khan nowadays. So now let's go on to Sha Lin. Now Sha Lin, here's the thing. He did get nerfed, but it was not this nerf I was actually thinking it was going to happen. The nerf was more to his talent sand trap, not to his base kit. His base kit is still 2 seconds of a crippling shot. Shot that will cripple people. But if you choose to go sand trap, you will lose 1 second of the duration of this cripple. So basically you have to sacrifice a part of the cripple, of the CC, in order to have AoE and extra damage. So there you go. Okay, this is what it basically will do. It will deal less time with the cripple. Alright, you can still do the rest, it just takes you a part of the base kit. You got to compromise in order to get more. Now on to Koga. Koga has received a small little damage nerf. Instead of 40 damage per bullet, it's 36 damage per bullet. This is pretty good, especially for consoles. I don't think there's much there to explain. On console with aim assist, you know how broken this is. I tried it myself. It is pretty damn broken. So there you go. That has been changed. Now on to Zhin. Zhin has also been changed. The percentage, the movement speed percentage that he has with Billow, instead of 30%, as you can see there, I'm just going to move here a tiny bit to the left. Instead of 30%, is now going to be 10%. So you're not going to be able to run as fast as possible with it. And Up in Smoke has been buffed to counter this pretty much. Up in Smoke was giving 8% per point. It will now be 11% per point, which means it goes all the way to 55 instead of 40. Pretty much you have 15% more here on the card to compensate for the 20% that it lost on the base kit. So even if you put 5 points on that card, you can never compensate it truly 100% what you lost there. But there you go. at least it is a good nerf, so we can make sure Zhin is not as annoying, just going left and right doing abilities all the time. It's so annoying, and he's not going to be able to run as fast. Barik had a buff, and this buff is actually a pretty damn good buff, I'm not going to lie, because anything that is a buff to the base kit of a tank makes it really, really strong, because when this tank has full HP, that's a lot harder, you know, that's a lot more that we have to try to kill him. And not just that, if a healer has to overheal him, this means that, you know, there's a bigger HP pool. In this case, he received a 600 HP buff. So now he's gonna have 4,000 HP at base and not 3,400. So that's pretty good. We may have more Bariks coming up instead of Inaris. So that's pretty damn good. Now, as for bug fixes, I am not going to look on that, because seriously, there's just so many things in there that not even I understand, not even you guys don't understand. But you can always go in there and just, you know, just read whatever is in there and, you know, try to understand it. Maybe you're looking for a specific bug that was annoying you and you can find it right there. I can't really explain most of the things that they have here. Some of them don't even make sense. And some of these bug fixes are not even important. Like, for example, fix an issue where the inevitable card was missing 2D art on Vora. Like, that's, you know, that's the least of my problems, honestly. So, yeah, I'm not gonna waste time on that. Now, we do have some things that they did not mention on this battle pass. I'm gonna show the skins right now on the showcase, the patch notes, but then we're gonna jump into the VOD in order to see the voice lines and so on. All right, when you buy the battle pass, the first thing you will have is this death card right here. I'm not gonna open it because it will just, or maybe I'll open it. Okay, so this is Furia, and yeah, this is gonna be the death card, and when you buy the battle pass, you'll have this straight away. Now, let me just go scroll down back here again. Okay, so straight away, as soon as you buy it, you'll have the Koga skin. After that, at level 10, you'll have the Lian skin. Level 30, Khan. 50, Jenos. At 70, you're going to have the first recolor, which is the Koga recolor. Level 90, we're going to have the recolor for Lian. 110, Khan. And then finally, 120, the end of the battle pass, you'll have Jenos. Now, this is what it was left out of the patch notes, the showcase. We have sprays, static sprays, for Jenos, Lian, Khan, and even whatever that is. Those are the wings. I'm assuming that it was something related to Koga or Jenos, not sure. We also have animated sprays. We got the wings, the 4 different characters, and even Lian over there. We also have avatars. I do not believe there's actually animated avatars, but sometimes some things will not be showing here on the patch notes. So there you go. You got these 5 avatars, and this is the loading frame, which, if I'm not mistaken, you will also get it straight away when you buy it. It just doesn't say here for some reason. Unless it's somewhere during the battle pass, it will still cost 600 crystals, as you guys know, and if you complete it entirely, you'll have the 600 crystals back. And if you want to buy 1,500, if I'm not mistaken, you'll go all the way to level 30 straight away, so there you go. Now, another thing that has happened, and I have actually a video here for this, is the speeder mounts have been fixed. Finally. After so long that these mounts have came out, they finally have done something to it. And here how it's going to look like. It will actually have animations. As you can see, the hair of Lian right there is moving. And when he moves around, the weapon also moves, the body expression moves. Certain elements out of the body, for example, the belt over there is moving. So this is something that these mounts have been struggling to have ever since they got released. It was insane. And apparently they said there was something like 5 different animations that will make it a lot more come to life finally, and not just that. Okay, we'll go back into that in just a bit. We're also gonna have, during the event, the weekend event in February, so it's only gonna be in February when the patch comes out, we're gonna have this spray, if I'm not mistaken. It's a static spray, and it's due to Black Month history, or it was something related. They don't have it here explained, but it's something around this subject. So definitely, when the time comes, we'll probably know how we have to do. Probably just have to play, and then we get the spray. So that's definitely pretty good, a good addition. Now, these Emotes and MVP poses here, it's just for the battle pass, but they kind of separated it here a little bit. I don't know why the spray is here. If this is going to be for an event, it has nothing to do with the battle pass, so this shouldn't be here to begin with, okay? But this apparently is going to be in the battle pass, and this emote right here for Khan, if you haven't noticed, I'm just going to point this out so you guys can notice. What he pulls into his hand is the mask of Jenos, and this emote for emoji is actually the smug. The girl with a hand in time or something like that. So it's actually a cool reference. And then we have these two MVP poses. Pretty simple. And then there's the balance, but we already spoke of that. Now we're actually gonna look into the ability to the skins on here on the stream. I'm gonna pause this and I'm gonna cut it off just for the specific things. I don't want you guys to be wasting your time either. So you guys will not have to go through the VOD and look through the to the animations or even the voice lines, okay? So I'm gonna get that in a second and I'll be right back. Okay, so here we go. This is actually Koga. You can see the SMGs looking pretty damn nice.
Kind of the visuals present in it. Angels are always interesting.
I'm actually shutting up here so you guys could hear the voice, the effects of the claws and the SMGs. And we also have the devs speaking in the back, so ignore that. And now we're just gonna see the dash, the shadow step. That was the shadow step right there. And he also is going to do the ultimate.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Which looks pretty nice. And in case you didn't notice the detail, we'll see if he puts out the claws again. When he comes out with the claws actually do sort of like wings. They have 5 different blades on his hands, hovering above the fist, which resemble actually wings. Now he's going to do the voice lines, but unfortunately with this one here, they kind of messed up, so the voice is really low. We don't even hear it. So, oh, there's the claws, as you can see. It has 5 different blades, and they're hovering above the fist. They resemble wings, and it looks pretty damn nice, I'm not gonna lie. Alright, so as you guys can see, like, it was not even necessary to show the voice lines of Koga since it was so low that we couldn't even hear it on stream, unfortunately. But the next one up, it would be Lian.
This one is style.
And Lian here, she has a weapon, and here's the reason why her weapon looks like this. The weapon looks like this because the weapon of Furia, her skin is almost like a Furia skin. And her weapon is pretty much a sword that shoots. Does that ring a bell? Yes. This is the weapon of pretty much a Furia in case it would be for Lian. And there you go. So here are some of the animations. Again, for voice lines, I'm just, you know, there's nothing really, the sound was really bad. And when I get to the PDS, I'm going to try to get as much as voice lines as possible. I just want her to do the ultimate here so you can see. So he's going to do the ultimate round
like
here.
That, when you when I see the writing that you all do for like the characters and their skins.
And there you go. Looks pretty good. Now for some of the voice lines, her voice will still be able to hear. We can still hear it, so here we go.
All's fair in war. Good game. You have earned my favor. I'm unmatched in battle. My favor is given to the strong.
Yeah, her voice is doesn't really match more Lian anymore, which is really weird. So now let's see Khan, which
maybe a little bit of penance.
I don't know how we can see with that little space that he has there, but beyond that, the skin looks pretty cool. They did the same effect they did with the dragon skins, where the wings, they're basically doing like this cape from his waist down. When he does the shout, as you saw there, he has the wings, looks pretty awesome. This is the shield. Unfortunately, we didn't get to see the shield in third person. It was actually something I was expecting.
The weapon feels
the quality here was failing a lot as well, unfortunately. Sorry about that.
And Thomas always kills it, or the skin.
And he's going to do the ultimate somewhere around here, but it did break the video, so we didn't get to see it too well. Yeah, it just did this while we were on the stream, so definitely it was not that easy to see. So let's just go into
Big fan.
Jenos. For Jenos, as you can see here, I'm not gonna lie, this doesn't really look like an angel. Looks like more somebody from the future due to the thing he has covering up his eyes. But whatever it is, this on his hand looks pretty nice. It seems like constellations. This is how the stellar one looks like, a wheel just spinning, which looks pretty cool. And that little cloud underneath him. Now, one thing that I love the most about this is the way that he void grips somebody. It's actually pretty insane. Just there it is. When he grabs it, it creates chains around this person. Just awesome. So good. That is a mini sun, by the way, in there, in case you haven't noticed on the weapon. And when he ults, he says something about step into the light. And I really don't understand what the word was to begin with.
Ooh,
In
like
bars.
that
That's basically what the ultimate says.
Come beauty incarnate. Please don't make that face. Ugh.
And this is the voice of Jenos.
Alright, so on that note, we're gonna go into...
Yeah, they didn't show much more, and they only showed the recolors after. So yeah, that's pretty much it. There's not really much more there to show, but there is a little side note that I want to point out here. This patch is supposed to come out around beginning of January or something like that. It's going to be probably on PDS either this weekend or the next weekend, because usually that's how it works. There was unfortunately no golden skins showed, unless there's actually going to be in the game and just we don't know, but probably not, since I actually had a dev saying that no, there was no new gold skins. So there you go. But apparently they said that they want to try to separate, and if you guys remember, I did the video about this a long time ago, like when they started mentioning the roadmap, where they wanted to separate the launching of the champions from the launching of battle passes. So it means that, for example, if the battle pass goes out now, the champion could be coming out in, let's say, 1 month or 2 months later, still with the battle pass active. So that what happens, that's actually pretty good if you think about it, because now you completed the battle pass, you have extra XP, sorry, and you're going to be able to grind this new champion easier. For example, for me to grind Vora, it took me great effort. I had to buy the level 30 straight away for the battle pass, complete the battle pass to have the 100% extra XP boost. And, you know, if I already have a release of a champion, at the moment that the battle pass is still, that it's already been released and I already completed it, that means that I'm going to have 100% XP boost from the start of the launching of the champion, which is pretty good. So yeah, that definitely could be pretty cool. I don't know anything about Yagarath as of the moment. They didn't mention anything. The only thing that we have, as mentioned, is the banner from Thunderbrush, which is right here. This is the banner the Thunderbrush has on its Twitter, and in case you haven't seen, there's been some leaks here and there, data mine and so on, that shows there's this huge worm with teeth and claws, and well, that pretty much looks like that. And I gotta be honest, if this is as massive as it looks like, holy crap, what the hell is this going to be? Apparently it's going to be a tank, and some people have said that it will be able to summon stuff, but then again, this is a showcase patch note kind of video, so I'm not gonna bore you with these things. I'll leave this for another video, so if you are interested in knowing stuff like this in the future, you know, press that subscribe button. It's free, and you can always change your mind later if you have any issues. So there you go. That's pretty much it. I'll see you guys next time. Until then, have a wonderful time. Let me know down in the comments below what you liked the most about this patch and what you hated the most. I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye-bye.